Good evening from InvestSharp's.com. This is Randy Smotone with your Thursday, December the 16th market update. Had another pretty good day in the market. Market continues to hold up well and seems like it wants to go higher. So today the dollar, gold, and oil were down. Silver and copper were up. Light sweet crude futures were down 92 cents to settle at $87.70 a barrel. So looking at the dollar ETF, the UUP, so didn't move a whole lot today really. It was kind of a it was flat, just took out the previous high, then pulled back, had a little kind of a little tombstone thing. The stem wasn't very long, but I don't know if it means much of anything just yet. So over to the West Texas Intermediate Crude Point Figure Chart. Of course, we didn't move much on oil either, so we're still right here. Still got a 105 a barrel price objective. No change there. Let's go look at the Russell. The Russell did have the largest percent gain today of 1.07%. So risk was on. And of course, we've still heading back up near this trend line. It's been some resistance here and then here, pulled back just a little bit. Still looks fine. Look at the Dow. The Dow was the weakest, even though it was up 0.36% today. So again, it's also continuing to hold up well. It looks fine. Same with the S&P, still kind of consolidating, trying to digest this move here. And the Nasdaq also still looking good. More consolidation, just looks like digesting that move up. Take a look at GLD. We had a lot of selling here, but I mean, we obviously closed way off the low of day. We'll see if it holds. It did get caught here, got a little bounce at this little orange line here. Let me get rid of that. It did break the uptrend line, but it bounced off the 50, and the 50 caught it again. So we'll see if it can hold the 50 here. I still think that no matter how low it goes, you probably should buy some for a little bit longer term. Silver was holding up better, and it is still holding the uptrend line. Copper is of course real strong. Didn't move much of any today. Pretty neutral. Closed closer to the high than low, but still holding the 10-day moving average on the copper ETF JJC. Looking at the euro. Euro did get a little bounce during the day, and of course holding this 200-day. The black line is 200-day moving average, so holding above it. And volatility index. So 3% got sucked out of volatility today, so we're still below the 18. Let's go take a look at the McClellan oscillator. Look at the overbought, oversold conditions. Right, still very neutral. -3 is pretty neutral here. Let's take a quick look at the Nasdaq while we're at it. So 19, so we're not anywhere overbought. Need to be way up in here to be overbought, way down in here to be oversold. So those look fine also. Over to the sectors. 15 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green. The biotech index had the largest percent gain, up 1.59%, and the gold index was the weakest again today, actually, down 1.62%. Over to ChartWatch, have some new ones, and we have some that we've been watching. So of course, Win broke out to the upside, good volume there, and continued higher, took out the downtrend line. And of course, MGM also taking out this downtrend line here. Also looks like it's a little bit longer term ascending triangle. KLA 10 core, like in a bullish flag, did had some good volume yesterday and did take out this little downtrend line out of the flag today. So it looks like it wants to go higher. Little bottom fishing here. Southwest Energy, it broke out here right at earnings, went all the way up here, and now it's come and tested the breakout. So far it's holding the 35 as new support, and so it looks an interesting play here. Baidu. Baidu, of course, sometimes trend lines have to be redrawn, but right now it looks like it's kind of holding. It's got touch. I'm trying to hold this trend line here, so it's looking kind of interesting. If you like to, I'd probably wait for it to take out today's high, but but it also could be forming a wedge, possible falling wedge. We've touched, and now we've kind of touched here, so might want to keep an eye on that. See if Citrix Systems holding the uptrend line. Another one that's looking interesting, kind of a low risk as long as it holds that trend line. And PepsiCo looks like it's setting up for a breakout. Looks good. Monsanto, big move to the upside here above the downtrend line. Next buy point is over that previous high of about 63.56 right there. LHCG. This one's another one that looks kind of a coming off, kind of a cup and handle. It's been this nice rounded bottom quite some time. It does have the 200-day overhead, so always look at the MAs. I don't show them all in here. Always look at all of them, the 10, the 20, 50, 200, everything. I mean, look at them. Always look at your weekly charts too. So, but it looks like it's got a lot of volume coming. It looks like it wants to break out to the upside here. So another interesting stock. Guess did it's got this huge rounded bottom, but it what I didn't like, and there's several stocks like this today, is it was in this little triangle, broke out to the upside today, no volume, and this stock has like no volume, not even average. I mean, it's just pitiful volume and up into resistance. So kind of a little hesitant to pull the trigger there, but it might be all right. Kohl's getting a nice bounce off the 53, and did take out also the downtrend line here. Not a lot of volume yet, but of course this one also has a little more interesting, got a little bit longer term, bigger, huge cup and handle. Looked like it had an inverted head and shoulders bottom here. Several prices working, and so shout out to Dalton for bringing that to my attention during the live trading room today. And so what else? Deckers, looks like it's in a tight little pennant. Looks like it's ready to break and go higher. CNH, nice tight doji string. Looks interesting. Looks good. FedEx, of course, post earnings. Looks like it's about to take out the downtrend line. SanDisk, bull flag. Looks like it's watch it take out the downtrend line. You can jump on board that. CLF still looking really good. Cliffs Natural, and of course Canadian Natural Resources also looking good. ADP, another tight little consolidation. Of course, I love this one. I've showed it like a million times, but it's real good. It just looks like it's ready to go higher. I love this pattern here, and of course it's also looks like it all has this rounded bottom putting in also. So. And Baxter also looks like it wants to go higher. Another one that like this rounded kind of cup and handle pattern. Looks good. I've also talked about it before. And then the rest of the I think talked about it as well. RDC still holding up really well. Let's go to a 6 month. So I like it. DVN, another one I like, right at the trend line. It's been bouncing every time it hits. It's been within this channel, right? So it's bouncing in pretty low risk buy point. You could just use the that lower trend line as your stop, or somewhere around there. Akamai still holding its trend line, also looking interesting here. Talked about it yesterday, I believe. IBM looks like it's wanting to break out really bad. AutoNation breaking out, another one with no volume on the breakout, broke out anyway. And then OVTI still hanging around this 30-day moving average and is holding the trend line so far. And the selling has dissipated from this big sell-off here, so not seeing much selling anymore. And COV still looks good. Talked about it before. Apple still looks good. Probably going to break out here before the end of the year. And NTAP is holding its uptrend line support. ANF, bull flag, actually breaking above the downtrend line a little bit on that bull flag on Abercrombie today. Suncor Energy, it is a real, let me see here. So it is holding the 10-day, right? It's been above it, still above the 10-day moving average. It looks like it's about ready to, it's been in this huge ascending triangle, rising wedge, whatever you want to call it. And looks good. And of course, CVX has been strong, and ExxonMobil has been strong as well. So as far as economic news tomorrow, there's not much. The U.S. leading indicators will be out at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I don't expect that to be too much of a game changer for the market. And of course, there's really no need to look at the current market signals. They're all on buys. There's no change here. We're consolidating a little bit here, but holding up really well. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching.